let's begin the stream. All right. All right. Hello, everyone. Let me just turn off this. All right. There we go. All right. Welcome, everyone. Fun chat. Yeah. All right. Looks like we already have a guest. Oh, Daniel. Oh, he's the guy I just talked to. Okay. Hi. Hello. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Today, I have a special guest next to me. I am going to officially interview a police officer that has over 18 years of work. All right. Introducing Detective Officer Velez.
Very cool.
All right. All
Hey.
right. Hello, Officer Velez. Welcome to the stream.
Thank you for having me. What would you like to discuss today?
All right. So I want to discuss about some stuff about you and some stuff about my fans because there's been a lot of drama on the internet so far of pedophiles, groomers, creeps, etc.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see if my fans. All right. Hang on. We're already seeing 3 and 4 guests.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I'll turn on the camera in a little bit. I just want to start with some stuff, and then we'll show our camera.
Okay.
All right, so let's get started. So, can you tell us a little bit about your job?
Sure. I'm a detective and a school resource officer. My focus is juvenile crime. We specialize in a number of different things. Some of my certificates or certifications are in crisis negotiations, juvenile law, some DUI stuff, but primarily with juveniles.
Interesting. What do you like being? What do you like being a cop about?
What I like the best about being an investigator,
Yes.
I love changing someone's life, catching the bad guy, working with kids, letting them know that there's hope at the end of the tunnel.
Okay. This is insane. It is insane, and this is just my mother to begin with. Okay, Daniel, we'll let you in the stream in a little bit. Just wait. We're going to ask the detective some questions, and then the detective will ask our viewers the questions.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so uh, shoot, I should have gotten some notes. All right, but I think I still got some questions on my hands.
Sure.
How did you feel when you first started being a cop or a detective?
Initially, in policing 18 years ago, things were much different than it is today. So it was a lot of chasing the bad guys. We could chase, we can run, we can charge. We'd go to court, we'd win majority of our cases. Nowadays, we don't chase. It's too much of a safety issue. And luckily, everything's filmed on body cam. And so anything we do or say is scrutinized, not only under the law, but by the court of public opinion. So we have to be very careful. Even things like this, I represent the police department while I'm talking about law enforcement, right?
Yes.
So I need to be very, very careful as to what I say. But I enjoy policing today because now I basically push a desk. I run cases with juveniles. I really enjoy that. I also enjoyed working patrol and the midnight shift. Some of the funnest times I've had was working the midnight shift and chasing bad guys.
Okay. What did you do before you were policing?
Before I was a police officer, I was a paralegal, and I also worked in mortgages. So I worked for the same company, just different departments within that company. So I did that for a little while.
Okay. All right. This is going to be our last question, and then we're going to discuss with the viewers.
Sure.
Okay. How does it feel to arrest somebody that has broken the law?
Feels good. I'm not gonna lie.
Really? Why?
It feels really good. Well, here's the flip side, okay?
Okay.
When I'm dealing with juveniles, if it's a bad person and it happens to be an adult, the greatest feeling in the world. When I'm dealing with a juvenile case and it happens to be another kid, we're only human. We all make mistakes. So it's very challenging because I have kids to arrest another kid for a crime that they committed or for some sort of lapse of judgment. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So I find it very challenging when I know that my offender or my subject happens to be another teenager I skirt the issue very carefully because even though they made a mistake and they're about to get arrested, I don't want them to have a horrific experience. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense. All right, do you want to discuss with the viewer now? Okay. All right. Well, we're officially gonna welcome UNESCO. Okay. Um. UNESCO, welcome.
Welcome, Spanish
UNESCO.
Empire innovations.
Hello. Okay. So we're going. All right. Let me turn on my camera.
Mm-hmm.
This is the police officer you're waiting for. Oh, someone just asked a question. Are juveniles basically detention school?
Are juveniles? Do you mean when I arrest someone, where I send them? Because whenever I make an arrest, they don't go to juvenile hall. We have restorative practices. They get their charges, they go to the state's attorney's office, and at the state's attorney's office, they determine how or what it is they do. And most of the time, even if it's a felony, the juvenile state's attorney's office works with them. We don't send kids to juvenile hall.
All right. All right, UNESCO.
What?
Tell us, UNESCO. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I didn't really understand, and I'm not from the United States.
You're not from the United States? Where are you from?
I'm a German. I'm from Germany.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Move this a little closer.
Mm-hmm.
All right. UNESCO, you think you can at least tell a little bit about yourself?
Well, I am 12 years old. I was born on September. I do have a DeviantArt account, and I do have 3,930 subscribers. 3,920.
All right.
I have been in the Kildovian community since on August.
Cool. It's a community. It's a community that I've been due to that also happened for a few months. Okay. UNESCO, have you been involved in any police cases?
Not really. Not really.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
It's a good kid.
This is a good kid. UNESCO, do you want to face reveal?
No.
Oh,
It's probably not a good idea as a juvenile revealing your face online. We take a lot of those cases too.
true. True. It turns out if you just show your face, or even just show the minimal of your face,
Well, I don't really want to make that decision though. I don't really want to show my face
You don't have
because
to, and
this
you
might
shouldn't.
be embarrassing.
Okay, you don't have to
Like
show
on
it.
one of my live streams, Aisha literally showed her face, bro. I was not really that comfortable though.
It's
Including
alright.
Bolja.
I
Even though
know.
he did not really show his face though.
Alright.
Okay, and that's quite all right. So you don't have to show your face. A lot of times we deal with juveniles who are solicited online because they show their face and because they put out too much information. If I were you, I wouldn't show my face either. I tell my son all the time he should not ever be showing his face online. It's very easy for people online to find each other, and that's not something we're willing to do.
Yeah. For example, we always wear disguises. As for example, here, this is me in a disguise. My hat, my glasses, my mask. If you ever want to show your face, you can always just put on a disguise, like example here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Officer Detective Velez, or however you put it in order. Do you
Mm-hmm.
want to ask this guy for some questions?
Sure. You say you're German. Your primary language is German. How did you learn English?
Well, I know English for the past 6 years. I know English because of my brother playing Brawl Stars, but in English language.
Have you ever been to the United States?
No.
Been to any other country that speaks English so that you can practice?
No, not really.
How do you keep your English in practice?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you speak any other languages?
Um, I don't know, but
Oh, he left.
Mhm.
Okay. Thank you for visiting, UNESCO. Let's see who else is our guest. Masked. Oh, I know this guy. He's a friend of another friend.
Mhm.
All right, we'll invite him. Stage. Welcome, Masked.
Form of yours, señorita. Ukrainian Caudillo greetings.
He said Ukrainian?
Yes, I'm Ukrainian from Western.
Okay. Do you speak any Russian? Speak a little Russian.
I am the Western Ukrainian. We are not touched by Russians so much, but yes, I know Russian.
Okay.
And I
Я
know
говорю,
Ukrainian, of course.
I hear you. Я говорю чуть-чуть по-русски.
О, чтоб тебя. Не думал, что услышу русский язык.
Хорошо.
I can speak English, я можу говорити українською, я можу говорити по-русски. The three languages I know.
Ukrainian, very impressive. I feel like Eastern Europeans speak multiple languages.
Yes, but about the Slavs, they are talking on the Russian is an old stereotype, just because of the stupid Russians. Yes, you know the Russian Federation, the Putin.
Yes, no. And I can see why you would want to speak Russian. Speak your language for sure.
Yeah, all right. I can speak Russian, but now at the time of the war, this language is not allowed in my country.
Good,
Interesting.
good. I'm sorry
How
you going.
are you?
We're doing very well, thank you. I'm sorry you guys are going through so much over there.
You can know me as Masked 4.
Yes.
I just met you because you are my last subscriber in my list, and I think I should join your stream.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that.
I think you have a very cool animation, and
He said.
Very cool animation.
Yes,
He said,
thank
yeah.
you.
Very
It
cool.
takes me literally like a few weeks just to make a 5-second animation that doesn't even get 10 views.
I know, it's okay.
I know. I don't care about popularity. All I care about is just like making
Okay.
friends and stuff.
I just wanted to say keep working. The animations are very good. Maybe you have a love skills yet, but now keep trying. In future, you will get more and become a master.
Oh, very cool.
That's amazing. Well,
Thank you.
Masked 4. I hope
Yes,
everything. I hope everything will be going well in Ukraine.
yes. I am the brother of an animator named Kulastic. Maybe you don't know him.
Yes,
I can't say.
yes, I know.
I am animator too. I am making my own animations in country balls style, but with own characters and other people.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see you are trying so much, but I think I can help you with something or what?
Mhm.
Thank you.
For example, I can draw a special avatar for you. What do you think about it?
Oh, yes, please. Thank you. It's all right.
Yeah, I will do my best.
Okay, it doesn't need to be perfect. None of us is perfect.
Mhm.
None of us is perfect, is it true? None of us except God.
Yes,
You're very right.
true.
uh, I know you are trying so much, and I tried so much. I was motivated to keep my work after so much years when I heard about Stormokia was banned by YouTube.
Yes,
Uh,
a YouTuber that I know really well, and I've joined in their streams a couple
mm,
times.
I will explain a little bit. The Stormokia is a friend of my brother, the member of a special community known as Kildovian community. Yeah, multinational group. They are making the animation in country balls. There, there is a people from so much country: America, Mexico, South Africa, Nigeria, Maldives, India, Indonesia, Russia, Ukraine.
Wow.
Wow, you
Oh,
sound
well, Ukrainian animator of this community is my brother.
Oh wow.
Interesting.
Very
And
cool.
if you don't know who Stormcat is, it's this girl who chatted. She couldn't see. You probably won't see her.
Okay.
Okay. Is
Oh,
Matt,
So, I just heard from my brother that Stormokia was banned unfair without any pretensions and lost her channel with more than 10,000 subscribers, a progress of 3 years working.
yeah, someone named Lithium false reported her, making her channel go.
I just remember it. My channel was banned too a few years ago because I'm just trying to publish my own community idea with special socialist system of controlled of controlled learning and explanation program. That can help the other people to get better in animations and other themes of YouTube.
hmm.
Hmm.
Very interesting.
And I just remembered so much Ukrainian bloggers are very struggling from YouTube just because they are criticizing the Russian content. In Russia, they are publishing so much cringe, and that is worse. The propaganda of war and genocide of us, of Ukrainians, Armenians, and others.
Hmm.
You just You can just understand. The Russians are allowed to publish the bloody propaganda to keep killing people when Ukrainians trying to show is to show this dark truth and get banished or loved monetized.
Wow.
Yeah, I was angry at them that banned Stormokia and started my progress to help her. I just returned to the job in YouTube and began the special plan known as users mobilization. I tried to I tried to warn so much people to subscribe to her alternative channels and help her publishing her videos and this post. I tried to take so much people to help the Stormokia recover. I did. I know it will not be so much, but I'm trying my best.
Hmm.
Excellent.
The situation is next. In the Thursday 13, the YouTube administration has seen my post about the corruption and the incompetency. They marketed me as a terrorist and began a war.
Hmm.
The, the official TV channels, Wave TV and Sega TV from United States, had supported them, and Twitter or X web, ruled by Elon Musk. My site was chosen by some Kildovian members, AC League, and other bloggers. They were banished unfair by administration too. With all of them, I have formed a special organization known as League of Justice.
Okay. Mask. I need to cut you short because
Hmm.
we're talking about terrorism, and terrorism is strictly prohibited from talking about on YouTube. I'm
Hmm.
so sorry.
I know. Just want you to understand how they market me after my attempt to help Stormokia.
Yes, we know. We know. Thank you
sharing.
for sharing. We're gonna kick you out because everyone's just bunching in right now.
All right. Have a nice day.
You too. Slavo Kling. God bless you.
I will draw your avatar and publish to you. Oh, wait,
Okay.
just wait.
All right. Bye.
Good.
Okay. All right. So let's see if there's anyone else. No one else so far. So far people in private chat. No one in chat so far. Terrorism. I'll delete that. All right. I'm gonna try and share the link again. Mom shared the link. Do you want to tell more about yourself for a little?
I can tell you some of the computer crimes that we deal with that has a lot to do with what you're doing now. So, for example, you have to be very careful discussing politics,
Yes.
terrorism, discussing anything having to do with weapons or threats, especially being as young as you are and some of the followers that you have to be very careful online. This will get you banned, this will get you deleted. And not only that, not that we don't live in a country where there's freedom of speech, but at the same time, we're living in a very different time with a very different administration. Freedom of speech is not free for everyone, apparently, right?
Yes.
So I think it's very, you have to be very cautious, okay?
Okay.
Especially letting people like that, which is fine, meaning like you can let however many people, but just be very cautious of who you let in.
I know.
Okay.
I know. They just probably don't understand about it. I want to see if they're.
I'm sure they do. Sorry.
That's all right.
There.
All right. Okay. Okay. See. Okay. They just left.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can join. Just click the little top link I just pinned. Let me see if I can try and send it again.
Some of the other things you have to be very careful about is people impersonating children. Those are easy to pick out, especially when people tell you, "Can you join me on another platform? Can we DM each other?"
Yes. Really
So
dangerous.
yes, so be careful with that because we've caught a lot of people with avatars using AI technology acting like 13-year-olds, 12-year-olds, and they're from other countries trying to solicit young people. So keep that in mind.
Okay.
I think the light.
Okay, there we go.
Mhm.
All right, now I can give out the link to some articles. Okay. Just like copy the link. Then post comment. All right, now more people can join. You just have to wait up to like 10 to 20 minutes because it might be a long speech.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mom, how do you feel about being online and talking about your job?
It's okay.
Yeah.
We have a very public face or public
Yeah, I know. They probably
position, right?
Yeah, they probably don't even know about like talking about terrorism online is dangerous and stuff like.
Not dangerous necessarily. It can get you banned. I don't know what this light is doing here, but it's like, you see it?
Yeah,
It's because of the focusing in and out. Do you want to shut that one off?
Honestly, yeah, sure. Let me see what it looks like.
That's better.
All right.
I think you reach your limit if you want to move on from there.
No, I don't
26
start.
minutes.
I don't start the next stream until like 2:30.
Okay, we're not going to be here for longer than 30 minutes, so.
Mom, you're amazing about talking about the internet. You can stay here for another 30.
Nope.
Why?
We'll be done with this pretty soon, okay?
Okay, we'll try and get like 2 more guests in
Sure.
here. I have something called private chat. I want to see what this. Okay, so far nothing. Click the link if you want to join.
That's sweet. That went really well.
Yeah, but we only got 2 people. Come on. Me. I love you. Oh!
Mm-hmm.
Boom, shakalaka, I told you. Oh, Solmarian. Okay. Okay. That's weird. Can't I can find him to why not? I want to do that. What? Did block me? Ah. Probably getting his account ready or something. I don't know. I'll be hacking out with some severe weather. Yeah, later on today he's gonna share the radar for severe weather. Probably a little glitch. Private chat. I can't use mic. Oh. Okay, that's gonna be an issue. Okay, we got 4 people. They can click on the link.
The whole can't use mic or can't use camera, always very suspect, so you know.
Ooh. Taking notes.
I'm gonna have to take notes on that.
Yeah, but we gotta keep an eye on them. Oh, private chat. It blocked me. Definitely parental controls. Okay. All right, Sussy Pack. All right. So sorry if I'm keeping you waiting.
That's quite all right.
Are you sure?
That's quite all right.
All right. Damn imbecile.
All
right.
Let's go.
All right. Look at this.
Okay. So at this point, this is the most you're probably going to get anytime soon. So
Yeah,
why don't we just go ahead and move on? Do you want to talk about threats?
Yeah, we can talk
Typical
about
threats
yeah,
that
we
deal
can talk
with?
about typical threats. All right, let's talk about some typical threats with an officer.
Most of the threats that we get are kids posting things on Snapchat, Instagram, or TikTok. They take a photo of something. Let's say it's an Orbeez gun. They take a photo of it and say, mess with me, see what happens tomorrow at school. And at that point, we track them down. Most people think they're anonymous on Snapchat. You are not by any means anonymous on Snapchat. Once that comes out and it's relatable either to our city, our schools, or one of our students, we go to Snapchat and we tell them we have an imminent threat. We need to identify this person. They narrow it down for us. We follow the IP and show up at their house. Oftentimes it results in an arrest and a search and charges.
That's why most schools ban phones. Okay, I can see that.
So schools don't necessarily ban phones. They just don't permit you to use them during class. Same thing with all 18 of our schools. Kids still have the phones. They don't want them used in class because there's no law that prohibits schools from taking the phones. At least here in our state. There's no specific law. I wish there was. I wouldn't have too much work to do because most of our work has to do with online soliciting, threats, things of that nature.
What is there any cases on YouTube or something?
Related to specifically?
Yeah.
Threats? We've had a lot of our cases on YouTube. One specific threat that comes to mind was out of Florida. 13-year-old girl went ahead and said she was going to blow up the school jokingly on Snapchat. Snapchat has an algorithm that identified her, went ahead and sent it to the FBI. The FBI sent it to the local police department in Florida. They went ahead and picked her up at school in her class about an hour after she sent this threat, took her into custody, then photographed her and marched her, perp walked her, as we like to say, in front of cameras to make her an example so that people, kids particularly, stop making these foolish threats because they somehow think that they are anonymous online. 13 years old with her face on the camera being charged as an adult, felony, threat, disturbing the community.
That's interesting. What about like grooming cases or pedophile cases?
So grooming is going to happen regardless. Now the internet becomes that facilitator for groomers, for pedophiles specifically. I'm telling you that you can't hide beyond the internet or within the internet, even the dark web, because resources in place to track some people down. The reason why pedophiles have become a little bit more sophisticated is because of AI technology. So AI technology, they can create a lot and they can impersonate a lot. And they solicit kids, juveniles, because juveniles love to put their date of birth, their address along inside their Snapchat, and then put their locator on. So we've had an incident where a male subject said, I'm outside your school. Why don't you come on out and we'll hang out? That offender was impersonating a 13-year-old kid. The kid went outside, walked up to the truck and said, oh, hold on. Let me get my backpack. I'll be back. He realized it's an older man. He went and told the teacher, who told the school resource officer. They had him identified, went outside, took him into custody. Turns out that man was saying that he was picking up the boy, the victim, on behalf of his son. Nope. He impersonated his son. He had pictures of his son. He also used an avatar to solicit this boy. Luckily, the boy right away told someone. But I mean, everyone gets cases like that. Kids want to talk. Kids give too much information. Kids post too much information. In addition to that, they don't see an issue with having their location on. And so I can find anyone, most anyone on Snapchat, anywhere they're standing, really.
Interesting.
Mhm.
So basically, this guy was using his son, like, well, he was forcing him to use his son or something. Oh, thank you. For forcing him to use his son's pictures to pretend like he was a little boy or something.
No, so the bad guy we'll call the offender. The kid we'll call the victim. The offender was using pictures of his real 13-year-old son. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And with the picture, he created an avatar. So now he can get online and use AI technology to impersonate his son, to act like he's a 13-year-old boy.
That's interesting.
So when he was talking to the other student, they were both communicating effectively, like we are now, right? But that man was using AI technology to impersonate his son. Then he found where the kid was, not because the kid gave his location, but because his Snapchat showed what school he was at. The offender drove up to the school and said, hey man, I'm outside. Why don't you meet me? We'll hang out. So that bad guy waited outside of his school. The kid ran out, thought it was his new friend from his school. It was an old man.
Old man.
He's like, I'm here for my son. He told me to pick you up. And he's like, oh, wait, right here. I forgot my backpack. Went inside, told the officers. We all went outside and got him.
Kind of clever. I forgot my backpack move. I like that.
He knew something was up. The young man, the victim, knew something was up. But look how easy it was for that guy to find him, even though that kid didn't give him his address or where he was at.
That's kind of creepy.
Very creepy.
Isn't Snapchat and Discord a little on the edge?
So Snapchat and Discord are two particular ones where kids get solicited the most. Snapchat because they have a lot of information posted there, but from Snapchat, someone will claim they know a friend of yours, friend you, and then say, hey, do you mind like DMing me? Let's get on Discord. And they'll get on Discord and they have this whole conversation, exchange all this information, and claim they're going to meet up. The offender usually meets up with them, and bad things happen.
Yeah, terrible things.
Mm-hmm.
I like talking to you about this and teaching a lot of everyone.
Teaching everyone about the tips, what to look for.
Yeah, the little tips and stuff. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
You're a creative officer.
I wouldn't say creative. I think it's a little bit of experience, but overall, you shouldn't be giving your personal information. You shouldn't be giving your full name. You should not be giving the state, the city you live in, your date of birth, all of that information. That's very personal, and you should be keeping it to yourself.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, I have a question. Even if you tell like one specific state, like let's say I live in like
New York,
Louisiana, Mississippi, the populated areas, which I've accidentally told because of a Chicago Wolves game I posted.
Okay.
And
what's your next question?
And so how can they like track me down by just the state?
Not just the state. I mean, I can track you down specifically by a state. They may not have the resources that I do. However, you should know that if it's someone outside of the country and someone who has the means to track you down, they can.
Yeah.
Okay, so they can use all sorts of apps. They can also use public locators, intel that you can find online. Even like they'll link your YouTube page to a Instagram page to a TikTok page, and they'll be able to identify you and find you very easily.
That's interesting.
That's how we do it.
Interesting. Oh, guest. Okay, he's still blocked.
Okay, I think we're all squared away, no?
Yeah.
Say bye.
Okay. All right. Wait, do you know who Law by Mike is on YouTube? All right. All right. Should we like do the closing here?
Sure.
All right. I'll catch you on the next stream, which will be in 2 hours. I'm gonna do some weather radar with weathering with this guy. He's a really good weather expert. He uses AccuWeather. Yeah, but we're gonna end with a note here. Oh,
You're so silly. You're so silly.
Yeah, I know. Oh, Paxton Coy. Okay, all right.
Thanks for having me, Spanish Empire Animation. I appreciate it. Keep up the good work.
You're welcome.
Please, please, please be safe. Be careful who you friend on the internet.
Okay? Absolutely. Be careful on the internet. Hide your data. Hide your kids. Hide your wife. They're coming for ya.
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, Officer Velez, and thank you all 5 viewers for watching. Thank you, Aneska, for joining us. I'll see you in a few minutes for weather tracking, and as always, God bless your soul. All right, bye guys. See you around 2. Bye, Slumerian. Bye everyone. And